It's Mechanic Monday. Thanks for joining me. It's very exciting to be starting this with you. These sessions are going to be pithy, purposeful, playful, and I hope refreshing and revealing. I'm really coming in at the essence here and from a different angle, so my intention is that these sessions are for anyone, no matter where you are on your cello journey. As I mentioned earlier on in Rise Shiner this morning, we're going to be taking a look under the bonnet and making those cello nuts and bolts, those cello mechanics really sparkle. We're also going to look at ways of hooking up cello mechanics with what I'm calling cello plate tectonics. What I mean by that is the capacity to make a shift, make a change, make a difference with your cello playing. That comes down to mission, motivation, what you are for. I am for connection and upliftment, so I've come up with a series of simple, fundamental checks and balances, internal monitors that keep me accountable to those motivations, help me optimize freedom, flexibility, focus, flow, and also max out on meaning, expression, connection, woo, and upliftment. So let's get to know those 4 monitors, then we'll apply them to some nuts and bolts cello playing and see what arises. So monitor number 1 is what I like to call olive oil atlas, where the spine goes into the skull is called the atlas, bearing the weight of the world. So just find your atlas and give it a little massage, a little squeeze. I like to think of the lioness picking up her cub with those enormous teeth by the spare flesh on the back of the cub's neck. Tender yet firm. So just give that atlas joint a tender yet firm squeeze and massage, and then imagine that you're filling up the joint with olive oil, and we're going to waggle our heads with that quality of olive oil, nice and free and fluid, not extreme movement, just free, fluid, loose movement. That's beautiful. So that is monitor number 1, olive oil atlas. Monitor number 2 is tongue boot camp. Those that join me for Rise Shiner number 2 know exactly what I'm talking about. It looks especially good up close and personal. I'll show you what I mean. This is tongue boot camp. Circles with the tongue either way. I like to put a pleasurable behind it. The idea behind this monitor is that the tongue root is allegedly the strongest muscle in the body and notorious for suppressing expression. So this helps massage that away. So this is tongue boot camp. Let's give it a go. Send it the other way, the tongue. Fabulous. That's monitor number 2. Monitor number 3 is the zombie. If you thought tongue boot camp looked good up close and personal, this is even better. So drop your jaw from its hinge here, and then we're just going to blob the tongue forwards like this. Not sticking it out or retracting it. So that's those 2 things, sticking out and retracting, are points of tension. We're looking for that third way between those 2 points of tension. So just blobbing it forwards. That is the zombie, monitor number 3. And monitor number 4 is just talking, which we can do. Fabulous. So, without further ado, let's pick up a cello. It's slightly chilly in here. And then we're going to apply those monitors to the cello playing and see what's what and what arises. As we sit down at the cello, can we please remember the fabulous work of Rise Shiner this morning? What I mean by that is feet in the wet sand. Let's give our hips a little figure of 8 wiggle. Check that the pelvis and hip area isn't getting stuck and blocked. Let's work up the body. So roll the shoulders forwards, roll them back. Olive oil in those shoulder joints, sunshine on the chest, long through the spine, energy beaming out through the top of the head. We're going to sit down at the cello with those physical qualities and sensations in mind. So here we go. So sitting down, the feet are in the wet sand. Just check how your hips and pelvis are doing. Give them a little shimmy down there. That's lovely. Roll the shoulders forwards, roll them back. Olive oil in those joints, sunshine on the chest. Energy beaming out through the top of the head. So we're going to play an open G string. As we play it, I want you to think of 4 things. That's probably 3 things too many, I know, but they'll all come together. So could you please say these things after me? We're going to, here we go. Rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, whole bows, just change direction. Let's say those things one more time. Rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, whole bows, just change direction. One more time. Rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, whole bows, just change direction. Rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, whole bows, just change direction. Rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, whole bows, just change direction, rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, hold bows, just change direction, rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, hold bows, just change direction, rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, hold bows, just change direction. That is exactly what we're going to do. And as we play, we're going to also remember feet in the wet sand, olive oil in the shoulder joints, a nice free hip pelvis area, and sunshine on the chest. So rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, hold bows, and just change direction. What I mean by that is no fancy stuff. Don't change the speed, don't change the contact point, don't change the relationship of the hair, just change direction. Fabulous. Rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, hold bows, just change direction. Lovely. All the time we're working with gravity, through the shoulder, through the elbow, and change direction. Lovely. Keep breathing, keep imagining the sunshine on your chest. Let's apply monitor number 1, which is the olive oil atlas as we play the G string. So just a gentle olive oily waggle from the atlas. It's lovely work, everyone. I hope you can still hear me over the sound of this G string. Keep waggling olive oil atlas. That's lovely. Let's apply monitor number 2, tongue boot camp, as we play. Send the tongue the other way. Wonderful. Keep rubbing the string. Keep the bow speed consistent. Keep playing with whole bows and keep just changing direction. Let's apply monitor number 3, zombie. So blob that tongue forward and unlock your jaw from that hinge. Here we go. Alright, interesting. Let's give that one another go. So my feet are in the wet sand. I've got olive oil in my shoulder joints. Here comes zombie. A little better. Great, let's move on to monitor number 4, which is talking. I've been doing plenty of that. Tell me about your breakfast today. And keep playing that G string and keep your fingers, your feet in the wet sand, sunshine on your chest, a free pelvis and hip area. That's lovely. Keep breathing in through your nose. It's a lovely work, everyone. Okay. Great. So Sheena got in touch and was asking me if I could come up with things to help strengthen a sense of balance in her playing. So we've done something on the right-hand side of the body. Let's do something now to balance it up on the left-hand side. Where the fingers meet the hand, I'm going to call that the bass joint. We're going to focus on articulating our fingers, my frosty fingers in here, from the bass joint. This is an exercise that's going to harness exactly what we've been doing with rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, hold bows, just change direction. We're going to harness all of that quality, but focus our attention on articulating the fingers from the bass joint. That's as much energy putting the finger down as picking it up. So in a way, it's a bit like piano playing, just for a moment on the cello. So can you show me this lovely curly C-shaped frame in your hand? That's right. And just find first finger on an A, on the D string. And I'll show you what I mean by articulating with as much energy putting the fingers down as picking it up. It looks something like this. Elbows. Give that a go. Here we go. Feet in the wet sand. Let's move on to 2 and 3. Don't forget to put the fingers down and pick them up. Now as we move on to 3 and 4, you may want to slow things down. The little finger can feel a little weak and exposed, so give it all the time and the love you can so that it gets to articulate from the bass joint too. Let's go 4-3 now. We're turning this is the turning point in the exercise, so we're coming back. So 4-3, 4-3. Now 3-2. Keep rubbing the string, consistent bow speed, all bows, and just change direction. Beautiful work, everyone. So, I'm going to apply the 4 monitors we've just been exploring to a piece of music, and we'll see what arises. So here we go. We're going to start with Olive Oil Atlas. Here comes Zombie. Tongue Boot Camp. Let's try some speaking. How about some Shakespeare? Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. Thank you for being with me here on Mechanic Monday. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Take care.